What's up, YouTube? This is Heartless, and I am back with another video. Today, we rocking out in our podcast Unlimited. I got my boy Cut with me. Cut, introduce yourself, player.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Cut. We're back at it with another one
With another one.
and another one.
Now, being that I didn't send you the notes, I'm gonna basically just go off scripted. Like I wrote them down, but I didn't get it to send them to you, so I'm just gonna ask you questions. But as far as your overall opinion, like as far as with the E3 process with Microsoft perspective, how you feel about that?
I I thought Microsoft did an awesome job, but they failed with an extensive lineup of indies. We only got to see a small handful. And so that was one disappointment about Microsoft C3. And I know that they're all about um, allowing new developers to produce indie games, but a lot of gamers don't particularly care too much about a whole lot of indie games. You know, I know when growing up, I it was virtually unheard of for indie developers. You had pretty much nothing but AAA. Yeah, you'd come across an indie game every
Right.
now and then at Blockbuster or something like that, and be like, "Whoa, this looks kind of cool. We'll check it out."
Now, I've spoken to you about we spoke heavily on this on our podcast that when we was live streaming, but it was very unfortunate that we got smacked with copyright, and I had to get rid of it. So I wanted you to help me, let our viewers know what was being discussed before the video got stripped it down, as far as covering, Microsoft E3.
Well, they came out heavy with the One X. I mean, it they came out just guns blazing with that thing. That thing looks just amazing. Um, and just as they said, it's the most powerful console ever made. Um, it's pretty much a a a little watered down PC for
Okay.
the PC gamers. That's exactly what it is. I
Okay.
mean, just the specs alone on it are amazing. Um, Now we know that, and those that actually watch the Microsoft press conference know that one of the only games on release that's going to come out in native 4K with 60 frames locked is Forza,
Mm-hmm.
um, and that's understandable. Uh, but with there's a lot of the other exclusives that I wish were that way. And another thing I like, and even T Reaper touched on this, um, that if you don't have a 4K TV, it's all right. It's gonna look amazing on your HDR 1080p 1080i TV. But if you want the best out of the console, might as well step up and get a 4K. Everything's going to 4K.
Right.
Um, a lot of the streaming services are already running 4K. Even some of the older games that came out on the Xbox One, they announced, I think, 5 main titles that are recent titles, AAAs, that are going to get a 4K update, along with something like 25 other titles that will get a 4K update in the future. Games such as Rainbow Six, Battlefield, Halo, other heavy AAA games are going to get that 4K upgrade or update. I mean, but as we saw, almost immediately as the conference wrapped, we saw people clamoring about the price, and we saw, in my opinion, petty, basic ass bitches saying, "Oh, I was the first one to call it the One X." Nobody gives a shit about what you're wanting to call it.
Right.
And if you really want to get down to brass tacks, $499 for a console that has all that raw power in it is actually an amazing deal. And one thing we were talking about before we got everything snatched off by copyright was that if you took all of that hardware and were to put it in a custom built PC, either by a vendor like Dell, HP, something like that, you're going to pay a hell of a lot more. And like I said Sunday, I broke down the numbers on what it would take to get the hardware. Now, a lot of the hardware is either going to be equal to or just a little bit above what you get on the Xbox. Keep that in mind, because these are PCs. These aren't consoles. But the 8-core, 2.3 gigahertz. That alone is going to cost you $580.
Mm-hmm.
The AMD GPU with 6 teraflops at 172, that's going to cost you another $500 to $800. The 12 gigabit GDDR5 with, what was it, 326 gigabytes of bandwidth. That sumbitch right there is going to cost you $2,800 alone. Now, we all know you can get a standard HDD 1 terabit drive for less than $100, as well $100 or less, as well as an external for less than $100.
Right.
That's no, I couldn't find much on the Dolby Atmos. A lot of the stuff that I was finding was, like home theater systems and stuff like that. So I'm not going to worry about that. The liquid cooled vapor chamber, it's going to cost you about $100.
Hands down.
So
that's not cheap at all.
No. So if you throw all that together, that's not including the chassis, the operating system, the games, the drivers, all of the accessories. You're looking at anywhere between $3,000 and $4,000 just for that hardware alone. So $499, in my opinion, is a fucking steal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about anybody else, but that's like I said, that's how it breaks down. If you're to have a PC built with equal or a little bit above those standards, you're gonna pay a big chunk of money.
And off top, you are, and I really feel like this is a phenomenal price point. But a lot of people may disagree. But this is a very reasonable price. I mean, for all of that firepower, look what you're getting. You're getting a 4K Blu-ray drive.
Yeah, and I didn't even look that up. I didn't even price how much that would be, because once I got to the $34,000 mark, I was like, there's no sense in looking up what the Blu-ray drive would be. There's just, I mean, you're looking at paying 100 to 120% more, if not 1,000% more, depending on what specs you want to run, the chassis, the accessories, all that. And you know what? The Xbox One X, you can use all your Xbox One accessories, connect, controllers, external storage devices. And it took And when we originally got the one, it came with the 500 gigs for, what was it, $4.99?
Yeah.
It's about $500.
Mm-hmm.
And then later down the road, you could actually go in and get a 1 terabyte drive that was $5.99. So you're paying $100 more for the terabyte drive and all that.
They saying the Xbox One X will be the first console to support Bluetooth, but then I just found another article that says Xbox One X does not support Bluetooth.
It wasn't mentioned in the press conference, so I'm not 100% sure on if it'll actually be able to support Bluetooth. It would be nice if it would.
Right. But it's just, it will conflict with their products, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people wouldn't buy their products, headphones, etc. People will use their own headphones or use a Beats or use, you know what I'm saying, or earbuds.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, and I didn't get a chance to see any of the other days at E3 videos or anything like that because I had to work and shit. And plus, they were supposed to, instead of revealing anything about it's not augmented reality and it's not virtual reality. Oh, what do they call it?
VR? What is it?
It was it. I think it was something like dynamic reality.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that. Let me see if I can find it here real quick. But it was supposed to be for their wireless headset, and that's one of the things that they were supposed to be showing off for at E3.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Mixed reality is what it's supposed to be.
Mixed reality.
Yep. And which they want like we talked about in the previous podcast, they want to get that working on the Windows 10 PC operating system and PC hardware before they move it over to the console. Because even though the One X and the entire One family is running on the Windows 10 OS, it's not a full Windows 10 OS.
Yeah, it's like a rundown version.
It's a very, yeah, exactly. And they, there's Microsoft's partnering with many other accessory and computer manufacturers like Asus and stuff like that, because they have headsets that they're wanting to work out, and they're wanting to get all of that stuff squared away before they bring it over to the Xbox family. Because, as we all know, Microsoft's bread and butter is in it, and operating systems and stuff like that.
Well, let me ask you
they
this.
Don't.
Phil Spencer came out and said PS4 Pro is an Xbox One S competitor, not a true 4K console. Do you agree with that?
I would have to agree with that, and I'm probably going to catch a lot of flack for it, but I don't hear anything about. I've never heard anything about the PS4 Pro running in native 4K.
See, it could stream 4K like with the Netflix, and it can stream Hulu. Like, it could stream apps in 4K, but it doesn't include a 4K Blu-ray disc drive. And as far as
it can play Blu-ray.
Yeah, it can play Blu-ray, just not the 4K. It has a
Blu-ray disc drive.
Yeah, it has Blu-ray disc drive, but not the 4K Blu-ray disc drive.
The Scorpio engine is what gives it its native 4K.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and that's just like how, say I get like on my TV, how my smart TV or my cable box. My cable box can't run in 4K yet, or my
Mm-hmm.
cable, it
Right.
doesn't run in 4K yet. Neither does my TV run in 4K. But those streaming services do run in 4K. So it's actually not the PS4 running in 4K. It's those services running in 4K.
Okay.
If that makes sense at all.
Yeah. Service is running in 4K.
And so I don't, and for that reason alone, I don't think that the PS4 Pro is a 4K competitor. Now, I hope with the next Sony console, it's a 4K competitor, because competition is always great for the industry and the
Right.
community.
It is.
Always.
It
So
is.
I'm not knocking Sony for not, you know, not being a 4K competitor. I'm just stating the honest truth, in my opinion, that at this point in time, it's not a 4K competitor.
Right. Now,
But
well, go
from
ahead.
what I've seen a lot of game trailers on online, and a lot of them look amazing. The games that are coming out, not just for the Xbox, but I've seen a couple for the PS4 that just look amazing. Now, after I actually watched the um, Call of Duty World War II trailer that I believe has gameplay footage in it, and it it exceeded my expectations. Now, does that mean I'm going to run out and get it? No, I'll get it on the price drop, um, and I probably won't play multiplayer on it, but I'll play the campaign, because again, they're they're doing not only England during the bombings, the the V2 bombings of England. They're doing the English Canal. They're doing D-Day. They're basically doing the march to Germany, and on the Russian side, again, like they did at World at War. But I think they're expanding more and going into more individual conflicts, like the Battle of the Bulge and stuff like that. Than World at War did, and stuff like that. Now, D-Day was one of the major conflicts during World War II. We all know that, so they have to throw that in there.
Mm-hmm.
We all expected it. Anybody that says that they didn't see the D-Day or Normandy battle coming, they're just blowing smoke up your ass, or they have no idea what the hell D-Day was, and
Right.
that's even more sad. But it looks like you're going to be, from what I could tell, it looks like you're going to be playing multiple different characters from multiple different squadrons of both the Allied and Axis powers. Um, because I mean they showed what appeared to be the 101st Airborne Division paratroopers dropping in, um, and making their way into Germany and stuff like that through the European theater, which I thought was awesome. But they also appeared to have dogfight battles with over the English Canal and over France and stuff like that with the Luftwaffe. Now, I don't know if you're gonna be playing a character in the Royal Air Force, or if you're gonna be playing it in West Air Force. So I couldn't really tell, but the graphics and everything looked amazing. The story looked like they, they may have taken and improved on it, I should say, because it's the same story that we've already played. I've said it once and I'll say it a million times. It's the exact same story. Everybody knows how World War II ended, and World War II was fought. Well, those of us that actually studied it
Mm-hmm.
and have a bit of education. But
Yeah. Definitely. Everybody who did their history and their research should know everything about what's going on. Everybody should know what's going on. And so what was the best part of Microsoft? Because you said you didn't see PlayStation's press conference. Did you see Nintendo's?
I did not.
Man, I just saw Nintendo's press conference and I almost didn't make it to the podcast, man. I got sleepy, brother.
Was it a snooze fest?
Man.
Well, the only thing I heard about the Nintendo press conference
Mm-hmm.
is that they're coming out with a goddamn Pokemon game.
And that shit look. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit looks pretty good. I can't even front.
I haven't seen any. I didn't see the trailer, any gameplay footage or anything. I just heard chatter online about how they've they showed a new Pokemon game. So I mean, what's it like? Is it like every other damn Pokemon game that they have?
Yeah, it's like a little battle one though. It's like where you could just battle different Pokemon and stuff like that.
Oh, so you actually play as the Pokemon, and it's kind of like Dragon Ball Fight Z.
Yeah, something
or
like
Dragon
that.
Ball Z Fight, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Something like it. But it's not that. It looks pretty dope, and that new Mario game got like it reminds me of Mario 64, but with better visuals. But they got they got a little bit too much of that kitty stuff in there. Like if they could have just.
But that's Nintendo. That's Nintendo
if they
for
could
you.
have get rid of that little kitty stuff and made it more retro, like Mario 64, just with way better visuals, then they would have hit it on the nail with that one.
But see, if I'm not mistaken, N64 had Mortal Kombat, and the Wii, as well as the GameCube, had Mortal Kombat, and shit, I can't remember the game where you play Metroid Prime. They had that. They have Super Smash Brothers, but I haven't seen a cross-platform AAA game come out for Nintendo in many, many years.
Right.
Because, like I said, the Wii had Call of Duty on it and stuff like that, but a lot of it was more tamed for the. Because I think they actually, for the Wii, they may have actually dropped the mature rating on it because they cleaned up a lot of the language and gore and stuff like that. I can't remember. I could be wrong. I'm just trying my best to remember.
They did a lot of changes, and I mean, I can't knock them or fault them into going to the direction that they're going in, but
well, they've been a family console for years,
right? And it's like we can't even put them in a class as far as with Microsoft and Sony, like, because they're in two different classes. You know what I mean? They're in two different.
Yeah.
They're in two different grades. Nintendo's in third grade, and Microsoft and PlayStation in college. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, they
the motherfuckers in law school, no grad school. My bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but when they came out, man. Shit, no, they'd be in high school because PlayStation be in college and probably grad school.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox still in high school, but via their original release date and stuff like that. That's all I'm going on. of. But yeah, but with the content, yeah, they're grown ass consoles.
Right, big grown ass damn consoles, man.
And they got the power and everything. I just hope did did Nintendo show any improvements on the Switch at all?
No, none whatsoever that I've seen. None.
That's sad.
Tell me about it. It sucks. It really does, man. Because was definitely looking forward to seeing a different docking station that supports 4K or something. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
I was just looking for a docking station that wasn't plastic and scratched the goddamn screen
right, that
every time you
too.
put it in there. A more sturdy docking station that didn't have one little bitty fucking microchip for charging.
Mm-hmm. You and me both. I was hoping that we see like some type of build quality improvement, but unfortunately there was none. There wasn't any whatsoever. Let me do a display capture for my viewers out there, so you guys is not constantly looking at the black screen. Close that. Display. Watch pure pool. Hopefully this bastard don't do that. Don't freeze up again. Since I'm running several
I,
programs.
Anthem is a cross-platform game, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's a cross-platform, but that's definitely a game I'm definitely looking forward to, man. That game looks amazing.
I saw a bit of EA's press conference. They look like they're making a little headway.
Oh hell yeah, they definitely making a they trying to step up. Did you see that NBA Live preview, man?
Yeah.
That shit look pretty sick. I ain't even gonna lie. For all my sports viewers out there that's watching me play pool right now, you guys may want to take a look at that NBA Live, man. They look like they trying to come for 2K, man. They look like they really trying to
Ubisoft
come for
though,
2K.
Ubisoft killed it.
Ubisoft? Oh, I haven't seen
Yeah,
Ubisoft. I haven't seen
they killed it.
Ubisoft. Um, well, let me ask you this: will you be able? Are you when you get the Xbox One X, right? Do you see
Yep.
yourself taking advantage of the backwards compatibility for the original Xbox?
Oh yeah, because I want to play Black. That
Okay.
was that was back when the Xbox first rolled out. Actually was a competitor for Call of Duty as a FPS.
Got you. Definitely got you. Now, so do you see yourself getting the Xbox One X on launch? Because I see myself. I'm definitely gonna do an unboxing video and everything. Hopefully by then I'll have my 4K camera. Well, I don't want to say 4K. I'll say a 1080 DSLR. I don't want to get a 4K because the only 4K camera that's out on the market that's worthy of me purchasing is the Sony A's. I think it's a Sony A6300, 6300, yeah,
Check
6300. But that shit overheats, and I'm gonna pass on that.
check
But
into Logitech. Logitech has been making a lot of headway in their 4K.
as far as DSLR, or because that's the type of camera, not webcam. Because I got a Logitech C922 Pro.
Are you talking about for capture card or what?
No. For like a camera to take photos on Snapchat, Instagram, and then record videos for YouTube. Like a
Um,
DSLR.
I'm not sure. Nikon has 4K cameras,
Yeah,
but
Nikon
you're
has
you're
it,
you're,
and
you're
uh,
gonna pay an arm and a leg.
right, that and Sony has some good ones, but Sony, see, the main two problems with their cameras is the battery drainage and then the overheating. But I'm leaning towards Canon. I'm thinking about getting me a Canon 80D. Um, the whole setup and everything will be about 100. 100. What am I talking about? $1,100. That's
Well,
including lens. That's including the stand or every lens for it. It comes with a damn bag to be able to carry it. It comes with everything, a case, everything, man. The rod microphone. Like, so if I'm paying that much money, it better come with everything, included a washcloth so it could wipe my ass. But
yeah,
a washcloth
dude.
so I can be able to wipe my ass after
Yeah,
that.
you'd have. I would compare the prices for Canon and Nikon because Nikon has made some huge improvements.
Really.
Um, yeah,
Because the one thing I like about that Canon is that it has that touchscreen. Um, it has
Nikon
that
has
touchscreen,
touchscreen.
but it flips though. The actual monitor, the touchscreen little pad actually flips towards you. Like that's what I like about it. I gotta look into Nikon and see if they. I'm gonna compare prices, but I'm definitely looking at the Canon.
Nikon has screens that flip towards you. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Now, if you're just looking for like a camera that hooks up to your phone, there's a couple that have recently hit the market that do like you can do the 360 view with and stuff like that,
Right.
and they run in 4K.
Right.
I don't know their prices or anything like that. I've just seen sponsored ads for them online. They look pretty cool, but excuse me, and they also look like they could be pretty damn expensive for a fucking camera that's, you know, that can fit in the palm of your hand. That
Right.
looks like a goddamn pawn, little
Palm
chess
Pilot.
pawn. No, it looks like a pawn that you would play with in chess.
mm.
And see, I don't even know how well those are built because like I said, I've just seen video because they were a sponsored ad, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm
Gotcha.
gonna
Gotcha.
skip
Gotcha.
that.
Now, do you see yourself? All right, let me ask you this. I know you pro Xbox and everything, but do you ever see yourself getting a PlayStation 4 Pro?
No,
What about PlayStation 4 regular?
nope.
So there's nothing over there on that platform that interests you whatsoever.
There's only a small handful of games
Okay,
that
so
interest me.
if
But if since I'm and I said this in the podcast and on Sunday's podcast, because I mean I won't. I'm not gonna. I'm going back on word. I'm not gonna wait months to get the One X. I'll wait a couple weeks. I'll get on Black Friday because that's what I'm going in and buying a 60, 70 inch 4K TV, my One X, and Assassin's Creed.
oh hell
Walking in
yeah,
pockets swole, walking out pockets broke.
hell yeah, definitely getting that Assassin's Creed, man. Might have to rob a bank or something. Just kidding,
Yeah,
everyone. Just playing, but you get the metaphor, the point I'm trying to come across. Makes you want to do something just to get that quick fix, that quick money, man. Because money comes slow, and that's for all of us. It spins fast, but comes slow.
it does. That it does.
Shit. No,
So, but yeah, and I'll probably sell my 51 inch Insignia for. I mean, it's 6 years old. I'll probably end up selling it for a couple $100.
that's how I feel about my LG, man. I want to get rid of it. It does not have HDR, and I want to get rid of it. I got one of those early 4K TVs that didn't have HDR. This was in 2015. This was before HDR came out. It was announced. The HDR didn't get announced until 2016. So when that came out, I was huge slap in the face, and I was like, "Damn, this TV really could use that HDR too." Because the TV just seemed so damn ashy after I seen the HDR video. You know what I'm saying? I got back to my video and I seen so much grays, and I'm like, "Oh man, this shit looks ashy in 4K." I
Well,
wanted,
and see, my Insignia does 720p and 1080p, but that 1080p looks garbage now.
Wow.
And I've come to find out that it's not my internet connection or anything like that that makes games run a slight laggy. It's my actual TV. Like I said, it's 6 years old. I got it in 2011. It's time for a damn upgrade.
Yeah. It sure is, man. Like, all right, so let me ask you this.
But I still got 1.5 KD on Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered with that sumbitch.
Man,
so I must be doing something right.
This guy. Man, I still haven't been able to get Titanfall 2 because I've been planning on
neither
getting
have I.
it, but I've been planning on getting it and doing a review on it, but I'm just not interested, man. I mean, the price I cut down to $20.
I'll get it once it gets the 4K upgrade.
Right, because I'm at this point in time that I want something that's 4K. You know what I'm saying? Like I want something to take advantage of my television. You know what I mean? And I'm to the point where if it's not 4K, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's where TV's going. I mean, in a lot of large cities, they're already rolling out 4K cable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about satellite. You can probably get 4K satellite, but it's probably going to be garbage.
Right.
Because satellite is garbage on its own. But, watching even if you don't have premium cable or, regular cable, if you have basic cable where you get 5 fucking channels and the cable's in 4K, you got a 4K TV, that's just going to look nice. No, I don't give a fuck what you say. You can be poorer than a motherfucker and have a 4K TV with 4K cable, and it'll probably look beautiful.
Oh man, I got huge news. All right, for my viewers out there, I know this is not gaming news, but this is Podcast Unlimited, where I talk about.
Are you talking about Mayweather and Conor?
No. We don't get it. We could get into that also, but I wanted to tell my viewers because I'm pretty sure the gaming community is linked up to the Amazon Fire Stick, and everybody knows about Kodi. Well, it turns out that Kodi is under attack by Netflix, Amazon, Sky, and Warner Brothers. They all joined forces to clip the major add-on library that allows you to watch live TV as major, and a whole bunch of add-ons has disappeared because of it. It mysteriously shut down without warning whatsoever. And a lot of people is left in the dirt because a lot of people cut off their Netflix. A lot of people canceled they cut the cord, and they rocking out with Kodi. I mean, I cut my cord, but I went to Sling TV. I didn't put all my effort into Kodi because obviously, one, I don't have a VPN yet. That's number one. Number two, I didn't, I don't feel like Kodi is good enough to substitute to cut all ties with not having, over the air content. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was decent, but it was just too. It wasn't the simplicity wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you would have asked, I would have helped you set up a VPN and spoof your IP.
Yeah, I don't want to pay for it.
All you had to do was that.
I don't want to pay for it. I'm cheap.
You wouldn't have paid for it.
Okay, well,
I would have helped you set it up.
All right, cool. So behind the scenes, we could get that linked up. But because I don't want everybody over here shooting messages. Oh well, hook me up with a VPN. You know how that works.
Yeah.
Kodi users have suffered another blow after TV add-ons deleting library for unofficial add-ons mysteriously shuts down without warning. The library lists 1,500 different Kodi add-ons. Oh my goodness. Many of which allow users to watch pirated content. This included Exodus add-on. Yeah, Exodus disappeared a couple weeks back. I've been knew Exodus was going, which is one of the most popular on Kodi. TV add-ons has been embroiled in a legal battle with American satellite and broadcast provider Dish Network, which is suing developers for copyright infringement. Both TV add-ons and Kodi add-on and Zim TV face a fine of up to $150,000. Lord! Now TV add-ons, which reportedly had nearly 40 million unique users in March, has disappeared from the internet. Since yesterday, users attempting to access the library have been met with a message stating that the site server DNS address could not be found. It is not clear who removed the DNS entries and why. The register could have been taking this action. What it says,
I can,
but TV go ahead.
I can almost guarantee you, Kodi actually removed it themselves.
You see, but you know what though? I can
almost guarantee you.
It's if it's like that, then you know Kodi had removed it. But at the same time, they going hard, man. For the past 3 years, they've been going hard as fuck. You know how many times Pirate Bay got clipped down, man? But it kept coming back. One of the biggest torrent websites that I myself am, I don't want to admit I'm using it, but I myself know who uses it. It has been shut down. It's called extratorrent.com. That website is out of commission whatsoever. It's no longer up. If you type in extratorrent.com, you'll see a big ass police logo, and it would say the law enforcement, yada 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 yada. You do not want to get on. You do not want to get on there. But my point I'm coming across, the point I'm trying to come across is, you got Trump making communications with Russia, making deals with Russia, and doing all this other shit with Russia, but y'all focused on what other people are watching on television. You see the priorities that's going on in the United States? I understand it's money involved and stuff like that, but at the end of the day...
Oh, yeah, there's a hell of a lot more money involved.
There's a lot of money, but you got people's livelihoods and social securities and stuff at risk when you're dealing with Trump with the Russians. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I stay away from politics as much as possible.
Me too. But I'm just trying to make a point here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Kodi's trying to say, if Kodi is the one that shut it down, and I'd probably say I'm 60 to 75% positive Kodi's the one that shut it down, because they do have the power to shut down any third party application that runs on their system.
True.
You know, but they also are an open source system, which gives the everyday coder, I guess you could say, or developer, or whatever you want to call it, access to do whatever they want. You know, and basically it seems like what these major networks and streaming companies or streaming services are doing the same shit that they did in Napster.
Yep. LimeWire, that's another one.
Yeah,
they got
LimeWire.
FrostWire, that's hanging on by a thin nail, thin hair.
The anti-piracy acts, they're coming at them hard.
Yeah, they really are.
You know, and it can bankrupt the the holder of the company that's doing it, because, as you know, with LimeWire, people actually uploaded their own like they ripped the music off the CD and would upload it to LimeWire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they did it with Napster. I was between 10 and 11. I didn't understand. I imagine they did something similar. I imagine they did something similar, but they got hit with lawsuits from left and right, and they were just like, screw this, we're not going to deal with this. we're already having to pay hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars.
So let's hurry up and end it
It,
before we go broke. Right.
yep, yep.
That's it.
So
It's
but I
crazy.
imagine you'll start to see more third-party add-ins that'll allow people to do the same shit.
But you know,
You know?
it's only a matter of time before Cody starts adding add-ons that you have to pay for. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? It's only a matter of time
oh yeah,
before they start releasing their own apps. You know, because a lot of these companies is coming for them hard, man, hard. Like it's literally like every single. I don't want to say every day, but every 2 or 3 days, there's a new article talking about Cody. Like these companies is going super hard, like because you got people who run their mouths. You know what I'm saying? And you got people who go overboard. Then you got people who distributing the product. They buying these Fire Sticks and these Fire TVs, hacking it, jailbreaking it, and selling the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Then you got
yep,
these idiots calling Best Buy or calling Walmart or whatever. Hey, do you sell a Fire Stick? Hey, do you jailbreak the Fire Stick? I want to buy a jailbroken Fire Stick. Like you got fucking idiots on this planet that'll do that. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
And then you
yep.
got these old retirees asking people who work in stores, do y'all sell Kodi? Not knowing Kodi is a damn software inside of a damn fucking actual product.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you got to take that into consideration as well. So
You
with
also have white hat hackers that go through and penetrate all of these systems that are being backed by all of these major service companies, service providers, different platforms and stuff like that are getting paid to go in and say, "Hey, I just found this, and this inside Kodi. You guys might want to, look into this."
yeah, like it's crazy, man. And it's not
They,
not just Kodi that's getting attacked. It's the torrent sites that's getting attacked as well. You know what I'm saying? LimeWire Pro, those are softwares. It's only a matter of time they're gonna start coming after the torrent programs as well. You know what I'm saying? They shutting down the websites. Pirate Bay been shut down numerous times, but they just can't seem to stop it because what they'll do is they'll change they'll change the actual domain name, and so instead of that shit saying dot, I don't know, for example, instead of it saying .net, for example, they'll change it to a .edu. That's, I'm just using an example. You know what I'm saying? They'll change the domain tags and like
they'll change it to .uk,
yeah,
.com, or .aus, .net. They'll add domains, and what they'll do is they'll go in and they'll purchase like 50,000 domains.
mm-hmm.
So they can, if one domain gets shut down, they'll throw it on another one.
Throw it on another
And then
one and mirror
they'll
it.
just redirect it.
Right, mirror and redirect it, and they'll keep it moving. And that's why they can't really. I don't want to say they can't stop them because everything is possible. Anything is possible. After I seen LimeWire in my era, I was old enough to acknowledge and see firsthand what happened. After I seen LimeWire get shut down, I'm to the point where I'm saying, yo, anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought the motherfuckers was untouchable. Like when LimeWire came out, they were so cocky and bold. Them motherfuckers had a software where you actually had to purchase. You know what I'm saying? You get LimeWire Pro.
No,
you know what I mean?
I had the free LimeWire, and I'll be honest with you, I had over 30,000 songs downloaded. I had over 250 full-length movies downloaded.
Damn.
Watching all my, I'd have to go because at that time that was right after Apple released a 32 gigabyte color screen iPod with the click wheel, and I was watching damn movies on that sumbitch, and I couldn't watch movies on it because it gave me a headache from straining my eyes and shit. So I deleted all my movies off of it, and would put maybe 15,000 songs on it,
Mm-hmm.
and every once in a while, once I'd get another 5,000 songs that over the next few years come out, I'd go in because I had everything on playlists in LimeWire, transfer those playlists over to iTunes, upload that shit. I just go in and delete those playlists, replace them, upload it, and be good to go.
Right. Yeah. What I would do is, see, I was a savage. I was a savage and torrent, a downloader. Put it like that. I was a savage guy. Like I would get LimeWire, and then I would download LimeWire Pro, the crack version, instead of purchasing LimeWire Pro, because the Pro came with the antivirus. Like it scanned whatever you was downloading before it actually hit your computer. So I
Oh,
wanted
and
that.
see, the regular one didn't.
Yeah, the
And so
regular one didn't.
I was all the time downloading fucking viruses and shit. And so what I eventually did was I bought a 250 gig hard drive, external hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
I filled that bitch up. That bitch was like 99% full, and every time I plugged it in, I'd get a warning message saying, "This device is almost at 100% capacity. You will see you'll see slow load times on the data that was on it and stuff like that." But I didn't care. Like I said, I had a massive library of songs spanning 50 years, and
Man,
I
I had
had
I had seasons, man.
movies spanning 30.
I had seasons, man. For real, I had seasons like of TV shows. Like I done had so much shit. But the only thing with LimeWire is that a lot of the shit wasn't the best quality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like I'll get shit that was like 363 whatever p 480p. You know what I'm saying? 360p 480p. I was like, man, what the hell? It was real pixelated. It looked
I
good on the
got
phone, but once you blow that shit up on the TV or something, it looked
I
ratchet.
got the unfinished version of Wolverine, the first Wolverine standalone movie, and that fucking video still had green screen behind it. Like somebody literally stole it in the middle of the CGI production and put it on LimeWire, and I got that sumbitch. And I watched that whole fucking thing too.
Still had the green
Like for
screen.
example, when the plane was flying, um, you know, basically you'd see the plane flying, and then it cut to a green screen, and then it cut back to where the plane landed, and then some of the fight scenes where you'd see green screen behind them, and then they cut back. I mean, it was horrible, but I still watched the fucking movie.
That's
But
crazy.
all that shit got you can try to come after me for pirating all that shit. That shit's long gone. I don't know where that shit is. That shit could be in fucking in Indiana because it got blown away by a EF5 tornado. So try to come after me, fuckers.
Uh, so now my question is to you is like what platform, like what do you do to get your content now? Do you use Kodi or do you just you stick to torrents?
Well, I don't pirate anything anymore.
Got you. That's a smart answer.
And that's 100% true. If I'm gonna buy an album or a song, I'll go buy the song.
Mm-hmm.
I'll drop 99 cents to $1.29 on a song. If an album is over $9.99, I won't buy it because there's no point. There's no point in me facing a $250,000 fine and up to 10 years in prison for downloading and possessing pirated content.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just at that age where fuck it. I got the money to buy it. I'm just gonna buy it.
Right.
So, but that's just me.
And
Everybody's different.
everybody's different. You got a lot of people. I know a lot of people that uses this Kodi, this Fire Stick, man. I mean, just I want to say like half the population uses it because word done got out and word travel quick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
And
in today's age, word travels quick.
with the power of the
But
internet,
yep. But I didn't buy a Fire Stick and the main reason was when the Fire Stick first came out, it was $99,
mm-hmm.
and I figured, you know what, if I'm gonna buy, and you still have to get all of the net, yeah, still have to pay for Netflix and all that. You basically just got on on a stick, is what it was. So I just figured if I'm gonna pay $99, I'll just buy Amazon Prime and download the app on my console, or I'll download the app on my TV or whatever. But I'd rather buy Hulu, pay for Hulu and Crunchyroll, which together is less than $20,
But for
instead of
those of
paying
you, my bad cut.
instead
But
of
those
paying
of
all the.
you that are joining,
Oh, go ahead.
we covered the Xbox One X, and we covered the product of how much it actually costs and how much it's actually worth, and you're definitely getting a bang for your buck because the actual console is worth more than how much we are being charged for. So take that into consideration when you're shopping. Um, and another thing we covered, the topics that we did cover was, can a PS4 Pro compete with the Xbox Scorpio? And the answer is that obviously we discussed, and obvious answer is no. But as far as they can, they can
In
still
terms of raw
survive.
power,
Yeah,
in
it's
terms
true.
of
In
power,
terms of raw power, they can't compete. But in terms of there's certain tricks that they can do to try to compete. You know what I'm saying? Like to how can I say, to not get blown out the water. You know what I'm saying? Like like with Apple's strategy towards Android. Prime example, perfect example, right? Picture the Xbox One X being a Samsung Galaxy Note, right? And picture the PlayStation 4 Pro being an iPhone, right? Of course, the Note is going to be more powerful than the iPhone. Now, what can the iPhone do to counteract or substitute, the specification, the gap in between? Optimization, right? So if they could perfectly optimize their games and lock them at 30 frames per second or 60 frames, I would rather them, instead of going the checkerboard route, I would rather Sony do the 1080, lock 60 frames per second, and make sure the game runs smooth and butter on a platform. They'll be all right. You know what
they
I'm saying?
would be.
They'll be all right because that's what Apple does when it's competing against the Samsung Galaxy Note. They focus. Their main focus is their software and optimization skills. You can use
And
the.
that's a perfect analogy.
Thank
I,
you, sir.
because everybody knows, and I'm an iPhone user myself. I've had an iPhone. I after I got done with the CrackBerry, I got an iPhone. So I've had an iPhone since the iPhone 3. But I already know that the Android is more powerful than the iPhone. But
Yep. It's all about optimization, man. Working on compatibility and making sure everything runs nice and smooth. Because at the end of the day, you can have an Android that is more powerful than the iPhone, but at the end of the day, longevity, you can have that same iPhone will last you 4 to 5, 6 years. By the time you hit your 6 month mark on your more inferior Android, guess what? That sucker is going to start glitching. It's going to start freezing when you type in a text. It's going to start overheating. Yes, trust me, I know because I've been with Android for 6 years. I know these things. So like around once you hit that 6 month, and Android perfectly does that. because they want you to keep purchasing their products every single year. You know, and what they'll do is they'll release an update for whatever device that you got, and that one update is going to mess your damn phone up. Next thing you know, your phone is getting hotter in your pocket. Next thing you know, is running hotter, is stuttering. It's starting to, doing a lot of unnecessary jumps and skips and stuff like that after that update. Trust me, I know how Android operates. It runs nice and smooth for the first 6 months, but once they push out that update, it's a wrap.
Well, see, perfect example is the 5S. I got my 5S a few months after it dropped. I had my 5S up until this past January. So, longevity of something speaks volumes on its capability, its power, its diversitivity on anything it does. And that's why I've stuck with the iPhone. Yeah, they have some things that I don't like about it, but I pay that no mind, in my opinion. I trade some things to get some things. If that, 9 times out of 10, it's just minor issues. Not like, instead of, like a console that can't run native 4K versus a console that only runs native 1080p, 1080i, locked 30 frames per second or 60 frames a second. That's why I'm choosing to get the X1. Now, if the X1 or the 1X, excuse me, if the 1X came and had the same specs as a PS4, I'd probably go out and get a PS4 because there's no point in me dropping money on a brand new console.
True.
On a brand new Xbox console that just runs a little bit better.
Right. Now, it's all about. I'm curious to see if they made any changes. Do you think they made any changes to the dashboard, or do you think it's like the complete same as the Xbox One? Like what's your input as far as the whole One X? Do you think it's a dashboard change? Do you think they made any changes to the dashboard or anything to like apps or anything like that?
In my honest opinion, on release, I don't believe they will have any changes in the dashboard. But as the Xbox or the Xbox One family grows, and I think they'll release a more diverse Windows 10 breakdown than what they currently have. And if you want my opinion, the dashboard isn't bad. It's just I find it clumsy and cumbersome.
Yeah, it's real clocky, man. It's too much going on in that dashboard.
I wish they would remove the TV guide from my dashboard because I don't even have my fucking cable hooked up to my Xbox. I wouldn't watch my cable on my Xbox. That's why I have a goddamn cable box with TiVo.
I'm telling you, man, like a lot of that stuff they just doing too much. They need to just take a lot of that shit off, man. Be honest with you.
If you want my honest opinion, the original 360 dashboard was amazing.
Oh yeah, the one with the slides.
Because you could do your you could run your basic apps through Netflix, Hulu, all that good stuff. The Xbox One store, or the Xbox Store or Microsoft Store, whatever the hell you want to call it, as well as have, you know, just go in and play your games. That's what most people want to do. They just want to go and play their goddamn games.
That's all. That's
Now
all.
I know some of the younger kids out there want a full entertainment console, and that's understandable. If you're on BFE and you don't have a smart TV, or you have basic cable, basic satellite, and you can't get any of those services, any of those applications, yeah, I get it. More power to you. But I'm going to say at least 3/4, if not 85% of the population runs in some sort of metro area on gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the entertainment factor of it does have a side, but it has more drawbacks, in my opinion.
True. Now,
It really just takes up memory on the console.
I completely agree, brother. Shout outs to Aiden. He couldn't make it to the podcast. Hope to see him on the next show, which is Saturday at 8 p.m. We are available. We do our shows 2 days out the week. We do a show. The only reason why I did a show, it wasn't really a show. It was just a live stream earlier. I was just ranting. Occasionally I do live streams by myself because I don't want to make a video and then edit it. I don't have time for that. I just wanted to just do the video and then just upload it and keep it moving. It's faster that way. We're probably going to see some more live streams as far as going forward because of that. But I will still try to maintain the, when I do get some free time, I'll still try to maintain those everyday videos back when I used to, as far as with the editing and stuff like that. I'm not going to leave those in the past or whatnot. But when I free up some more time, I'll be able to go back to doing that. But from this moment forward, you're probably going to see some more live streams. Cut, before we leave tonight, is there anything else you want to mention?
Well, we appreciate the support. We apologize that the live stream reactions from our, of the Xbox One X, or Microsoft press conference. God damn, I had a brain fart again. Got shut down, because we had awesome conversations after that. But we appreciate the support. If you want your voice to be heard, we're always, having people come on, speak their mind. We're a very open group. We'll allow about anybody to come in and speak on your mind, on your views on gaming, tech. Feel free to shoot us a message on Twitter at Heartless TV. We'll work out the details.
Definitely. And everybody who's been watching us, we highly appreciate it. Earlier I had my boy Reaper, me and him, we spoke a couple things. We debated on a couple things. So if those of you who didn't get a chance to listen to that video, go ahead and go check it out. It's in our earlier videos. Also, like I said, if you guys got any, if you guys got any problems or any questions or concerns or anything like that, don't feel free to hit up the comment section. Comment section been looking real sparse lately. But anyway,
and we answer questions live, and stuff like that.
Yeah, we answer questions like bluntly, like no lie, like we answer questions whatsoever. But I gotta get going. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta be up at 6 tomorrow morning. But
That's
everybody
me
that's
every
listening,
day, fool.
yeah, pretty much. That's both of us every day. Everybody that's listening, we appreciate the support. I am now at 100 subscribers. Yes, yes. All right, I'm just trying to climb
Holla.
up. I'm trying to reach the sky. I'm trying to reach the sky. Trying to get my voice heard. But everybody, I all have a blessed night. It's Heartless over and out. I'm going. Peace.